Hello everybody, this is the Gouf and Fox coming at you with a match here from the most recent situation battle added to GBO2, that being Jungle Gundam. This situation battle is based off OA from S team, and for this match here I am going to be on the Zeon side, running the Gouf flight type. And yeah, this has been a very interesting situation battle to play through. Matches that I've gotten with it already, I've already got a few thoughts on it, but as usual I will start by doing a quick rundown of just what is comprised of both teams here. So starting off with Team A, that is going to be the Federation side. You have a Gundam ground type with the 100mm machine gun and the Beam Saber prototype. And all of these Federation suits are going to have the Beam Saber prototype, so for the sake of simplicity, I am just going to be naming the ranged weapons for these suits here. But this first Gundam ground type, it is using the 100mm machine gun, and is a 300 cost general. You have another Gundam ground type, which is also 300 cost general, that's going to be using the Gundam ground type beam rifle. You have the Gundam ground type weapons rack, that is a support at 300 cost, using the 180mm cannon. And then you have two Gym ground types, OA from S team, which are both 200 cost generals, both using the rocket launcher. And then for Team B, I should mention a remark here for Team A, the Gundam ground type with 100mm machine gun will have improved specs in this mode. They don't say what specifically, but yeah, apparently that version of the Gundam ground type is supposed to have some improved specs with it. And then for Team B, you have the Gouf flight type, which is a 400 cost raid. That's what I'm using here, and you have the Gatling shield and the heat sword modified. You have a 250 cost Agai, that being a raid, and that comes with its standard weapons. You have a Zaku 1 commander type as a 250 cost support with the Zaku machine gun and the Heat Hawk. You have a 200 cost Zaku 2, yeah, just a regular general Zaku 2, using the Zaku bazooka and the Heat Hawk. And then you have a Zaku 2 heavy arms, 200 cost support, with the Magilla top cannon prototype and the Heat Hawk. And a remark here is that the Gouf flight type will have improved specs in this mode. So yeah, that's the full composition of both teams here. And yeah, I'm just going to say it outright. From the matches that I have played with this, it already feels like Zeon has a pretty big advantage on this side. Especially when it comes to the Gundam ground type with weapons rack, trying to fight against that suit, because Zeon has both a flying raid and a stealth raid, and the Gouf flight type here specifically can do actually some really devastating damage, because all the suits on the Fedi side are all these lower cost units. So the Sturmfaust in particular, that's able to do a lot of damage. And then again, you are going to be flying in the air, which is going to make you a harder target to hit. And yeah, over 6,000 damage against the weapons rack Gundam ground type using the Sturmfaust there. Absolutely disgusting damage. Which, hey, you know, being a Gouf fan, I'm not going to be personally complaining, but yeah, that's a bit much. And again, considering there is already an Agai as well, yeah, definitely a pretty harsh pair for the weapons rack to be fighting against here, if the teammates are not, you know, backing them up whenever one of them shows up. I did have a match in the weapons rack as well. It was actually the first match I played, and a lot of that instantly I kind of found out, like, okay, yeah, weapons rack is kind of tough to play in this mode, even though the weapons rack can do some good damage to the some of the other suits that Zeon has, like the supports and their one general, which is a 200 cost Zaku, so not really too surprising there that you are going to be able to do some damage with the weapons rack Gundam there. But other than that, yeah, again, just Zeon feels like very powerful. Doesn't help with the Gouf flight type is that the suit was buffed not too long ago. It was buffed with the Melee Ox program skill, which, if you're not familiar with what that does, if you attack a target that is toppled, and with your melee weapon, you will do increased damage. So that's already another thing that the Gouf flight type has here going in its favor. Yeah, just a lot of a lot of good when it comes to this particular suit here. But other than that, I guess another thing to mention too is that one thing I like about it is that the Gundams do have the 8 decal on them, which I believe this might be the first case of a situation battle where we've seen decals added to mobile suits. Usually they just have, like they'll just recolor them sometimes, which I don't think that's really a case here. I think all the suits are just in their default colors as far as I'm aware. So nothing really to mention there. But as I mentioned, the Gundams do have the 8 decal on their shield. So I think that was a nice little extra detail that I thought was worth mentioning. Other than that, yeah, I should mention too, which if it wasn't obvious already, this is going to be on the jungle map, which I don't know, I mean, I know what episode I believe this is supposed to be based off for this, but at the same time, I don't remember the Gouf flight type being there. So yeah, again, really weird to be seeing this suit here. I don't know if the backpack for the weapons rack is a different color as well. It doesn't look like it uses a standard white coloration. It kind of looked like it was a bit more gray from what I remember, but I don't know if that'd be possible because I feel like the back does share a coloration with something else. So not entirely sure about that one. Could be wrong though. But yeah, right now we are holding all of the points, and we did get the enemy's base, so that put us quite ahead there with the score. And looks like we're all like going around point C here. Somebody managed to steal one of the Gundam ground types. Not for too long though. It looks like they did get destroyed, unfortunately. So that's going to be 300 points for the enemy team and not for us. Right now I'm just staying in the trees, trying to figure out what I'm fighting here. Looks like it might be a gym ground type. Yep, it has the bazooka, so that's going to be a gym ground type there. Gonna miss 2 of my swings, but am going to follow up there with the 3rd swing. And as you can see there, did some extra damage there on the downswing. Looks like the pilot is trying to fly away here, but I'm going to catch him with the heat sword before they can get too far. And yeah, it looks like everything right now is just a lot of fighting in the trees, so I am trying to be careful here, but I should be able to go in with melee just fine. Which, yep, looks like kind of pairing up here with the Zaku 1 commander type while they're shooting with the Zaku machine gun. That allows me to kind of move in with melee when I'm free to. But right now I'm going to try to fly in, finish off this Gundam here. Looks like they were able to dodge, but I think I'm going to be able to finish them off with the shield Gatling. And yep, that's going to be the last kill there of the match, and that is going to be timeout mission over. And let's see how we did here with the Gouf flight type in the Jungle Gundam situation battle. And yeah, top in assist and top in damage dealt for this match. Going to be praising the Zaku 1 commander. And first place overall with 4 kills and 2 loss. Not too shabby there. And yeah, just some of the directives that are available for this week here. It is going to be the Gundam ground type weapons rack at level 1. So if that is a suit you don't have, you can get it that way. Or if you're just trying to get some enhancement points for it and some recycle tickets, you can also do that as well. But yeah, that's going to do it for the match here. Again, it doesn't feel like it's a one-sided situation battle, but it does feel like Zeon does have the advantage. But I do want to try to play a few more matches in it as well, especially try to get a few more matches for the Federation side. See if any of these suits there feel any different. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the Jungle Gundam situation battle. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.